The weaver of thoughts long ago, in a kingdom hidden between mountains and clouds, there lived a young woman named Elara. The people of her village believed that every human mind was connected to an invisible tapestry woven beneath the stars. Each thought, memory, and dream was a thread in that endless cosmic fabric. Most people never saw it, but Elara did. On the night of her 16th birthday, she awoke to find silver threads floating around her like moonlit rivers. They stretched from her head into the sky, intertwining with countless others. Curious, she followed them into the forest. Deep among ancient trees stood a mysterious figure known as the Weaver. The old being had eyes that shimmered, with galaxies and hands that moved endlessly across a loom made of light. "What are these threads?" Elara asked. The Weaver smiled. "They are the paths of the mind. Every time you learn, love, struggle, or dream, new threads are woven. They shape who you become." Elara watched as some threads glowed brightly while others faded into darkness. "Why do some disappear?" "Because they are forgotten," said the Weaver. "A path unused grows weak. A path traveled often grows strong." The words puzzled her, but she remembered them. Years passed. Elara became a scholar and traveled the world. She learned languages from distant kingdoms, studied the movements of stars, and practiced the art of healing. Each time she mastered a new skill, she could see new silver threads forming within her mind. At first they were thin as spider silk, but with practice they became shining ropes of light. One day, however, tragedy struck. A terrible storm swept through the kingdom. Lightning shattered Elara's home, and she was injured while rescuing others. When she awoke, many of her memories had vanished. Names, faces, and knowledge she once held dear seemed lost. In despair, she returned to the forest. "The threads are broken," she told the Weaver. "I have lost who I am." The Weaver led her to the loom. To Elara's surprise, the damaged threads had not disappeared entirely. Tiny sparks still flickered along them. "The mind is not stone," the Weaver said. "It is a living forest. When one path falls, another can grow. Even after loss? Especially after loss." So Elara began again. Every day she practiced. She relearned forgotten words. She walked familiar roads. She challenged herself to remember. Slowly, new pathways appeared. Some followed the old routes. Others formed entirely new patterns. Months became years. One evening, Elara returned to the loom and saw something extraordinary. The tapestry of her mind was now more beautiful than before. The old threads remained, but new ones connected them in ways she had never imagined. The Weaver nodded. "You understand now." Elara smiled. "Growth is not becoming what I once was. Growth is becoming something new." The stars above brightened. For the first time, Elara realized that the tapestry was never finished. Every choice, every challenge, every lesson added another thread. The mind was not a fixed creation, but an ever-changing masterpiece. And as she gazed across the endless sky, she saw millions of shining threads stretching into the darkness. Each one a reminder that every person carried within them the power to change, heal, and grow. The Weaver's final words echoed through the night. "The brain is the only kingdom that rebuilds itself while it stands."